Hello, this is Dan Alford with ARC Specialties. Today we have an interesting robotic welding application for you. Whenever we look at welding automation, we look for large batch sizes. We look for small, accurate parts. We prefer easy to weld materials like mild steel, and we try to weld in the flat position. But today's application, we're breaking all the rules. The batch size is 1. The parts are so large you can't even move them to the robot. Our material is 100,000 KSI yield, very high strength material, and we're welding in all positions, vertical and overhead. What this means is we can't use the solutions that work in a normal factory. First, we had to design and build a mobile robot so that it could move to the part prior to welding. Second, we had to pick a process that would work in all positions and still achieve high deposition rates. We chose gas metal arc with pulse welding. Third, we had to do some type of part registration. In this case, we used touch work. We're working in confined spaces, so laser and vision wouldn't work very well, but touch worked extremely well. We could find the groove automatically. Third, we needed some way to adaptively follow this groove because they simply weren't accurate enough to weld them blind. We used through-the-arc tracking for this. And then finally, we're doing multipass welds on thick joints, so we had to do root memorization so that we could weld all the subsequent weld passes automatically. After we conquered all the technical challenges, we still had to prove that this was an economically viable process. What we're going to show you today is a 1-inch thick V-groove, 45-degree included angle. It's 24 inches long. We're welding it vertical up with a series of small passes. We're depositing around 7 pounds of weld metal. We're doing it in 80 minutes. So the time between the point that we parked the robot and lit the arc was 10 minutes. What that means is less than 12% of the total cycle time is wasted on robot moving. That makes it economically viable. And we're welding at a real-world weld deposit rate of 5.3 pounds an hour, which is not bad for an out-of-position weld. So this is a unique application, but in your world you might find that you have some similar challenges. For example, maybe your parts are too large to move to the robot, or maybe you're welding high-strength alloys, or possibly you're welding out of position, or you need to register the part relative to the robot quickly. And what we're showing you today is little tricks that work to solve all of these problems. At ARC Specialties, we thrive on problems. Send us yours.